Hello, honorable members of the class. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, let's go to Pretoria at the Union Buildings, where the President of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, signed two laws yesterday. Two laws. One of the laws that he actually signed into law makes me extremely happy, which means there is hope in South Africa. Because now that we've got this one independent, now we need to go for the mothership to also be independent no less than 5 years from now. What am I talking about? As you guys already know, that I scour the internet and I surf it until I come across a story that will stop me on my tracks. And lo and behold, I came across an article on Business Tech. In big bold letters, the headline was Ramaphosa puts two new laws into effect in South Africa. And I'm like, this sounds interesting. What are the two laws? Please tell me, because right now we need a breather in South Africa. So of course I'm going to read the article and then I will break it down according to how I understand the article. My opinion. Operative words here, my opinions. Thank you very much. This was published by Luke Fraser on the 2nd of September 2025. And the article reads, two new laws have officially gone live in South Africa with the significant changes for policing. And the language are now in the country. Now, I'm just going to pay attention to one aspect of the two laws. Maybe some other time we'll talk about the second one, which is about languages. Anyways, for me, it's about safety and security of the people of South Africa, because people of South Africa speak different languages, and that is quite protected under the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. Let's continue the article. The president has officially gazetted proclamations announcing the commencement of the 2024 Independent Police Investigative Directorate. This is the IPID, IPID. In case you were wondering, who are those? This is when a police officer misbehaves in a particular way that made you, the victim, very uncomfortable. So what do? You take the matter to IPID. IPID was supposed to be an institution attached to the police. It's more like the police policing the police type of situation. But we all know what the South African police services, irrespective of what institutions they hold, they cover up for each other. Will this come to an end with this new law? Let's find out. So it continues to say this is an amendment act. So that means it's a law. When they say act, it means a law, except for 5 sections. I will have to look into it because I'm not sure what these 5 sections are, because in my head I've always said that the IPID needs to be given teeth. What do I mean by that? Number 1, separate them from the South African police force. Let them stand on their own with people that don't work for South African police service and are not police officers, but kind of like trained for investigations. And they must have investigative skills, and they must also have studied law, in my opinion, with an LLB degree to qualify for this particular job, in my opinion. All right. And these people must not have any sort of relationship with the South African police service, not even marry a police officer or date one for that matter, or even party with one, because you know how the waters get muddy sometimes. That is what I always thought the IPID was. And then of course it must have investigative powers, prosecutorial powers, maybe even have their own court powers type of situation. Like what I've been saying about the Scorpions, who actually were independent. And the Minister of Police must never, ever know What is IPID investigating? Whom is it investigating? Because in most cases, if it's a comrade who's a police officer, the minister will be like, under the carpet, please, type of situation. Let's continue the article. So the 2024 IPID Amendment Act affects most aspects of the 2016 Constitutional Court ruling known as the McBride Judgment. This is scandalous that this was a ruling from the Constitutional Court as far back as 2016 and it's only been enacted in 2025. What sort of disrespect is this? Anyways, let's continue. The ruling aimed to entrench the IPID institutional and operational independence. I love that. The sound of that makes me so happy. The what again? The institutional, stand-alone institution, and operational, when now they do the work of investigating a police officer that is corrupt or may have done something untowards the uniform they wear and the oath that they sworn to what? To protect and to serve the people. All of that is going to be done independently, enabling it to function without any favor or bias. Because currently, as the IPID stood, the commissioner there had no powers to do anything. They do recommendations, send them to the minister sits on the docket, sits on the recommendations, and there's never, ever any consequences that that follow thereafter. So now that has come to an end. In 2019 Amendment Act, which has been in force since November 2024, gave effect to the certain constitutional court requirements over parliamentary oversight regarding ministerial decisions affecting, in other words, the Minister of Police interfering. The writer was just being diplomatic by saying ministerial decision, oversight of ministerial decisions affecting the IPID's executive director. No, you are saying interference. So the Minister of Police no more going to be able to interfere with IPID. That means no report is going to go to him, and definitely is not going to be told that, hey, we are investigating one of your comrades in the ANC that has misdemeanored or committed a heinous crime wearing our uniform, type of situation. I almost said names. You know who they are. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, when he came out on the 6th of July, he mentioned some names and dockets and comrades, type of situation. The 2024 Amendment Act also mandates the IPID to investigate allegations of forcing oneself by members of the South African Police Service or Municipal Police Service, aka Metro Police. So if a police officer sees somebody that they like and the person says no, but they think they said yes, and then they force themselves onto the person, yeah, that will be investigated, hopefully also prosecuted by IPID. Same goes with Metro Police as well, accused of such. They can also investigate any death caused by such members, whether on or off duty. Like that. The new laws come amidst a challenge period for the South African Police Service after serious corruption allegations by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi in July. Remember what I said in my previous video? We are going to be seeing a lot of action. Most of this action, guys, will be to distract us. Right now, I feel like I'm a child in a candy store and I'm seeing all these beautiful streets. Did I lose focus on what's supposed to be focusing on? Kinda. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's not get too distracted and get too excited about things that may actually not be fulfilled. This is South Africa after all, and the ANC, they're still in charge. And we continue. Mkwanazi said that a syndicate infiltrated law enforcement and intelligence structures in South Africa, and we kept asking, where are the intelligence? Where are the intelligence? They're just laughing right on our faces, asking such a silly question. Yeah, South Africa, wow, we've seen flames. And of course, the rest, guys, you already know what transpired after 6 July 2025. Senzo Mchunu was accused in those allegations. Ramaphosa placed him on special leave, appointed Feroz Kachalia as the acting police minister, and then he established a commission of inquiry with the former Constitutional Court Deputy Justice Madlanga, which is now postponed indefinitely, and we supposed to be now day 4 of testimonies, but yeah. Again, welcome to South Africa. Anyways, guys, I will leave it right here. Please, whatever you do, don't lose focus. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears on the ground, because more of this good stuff is going to be coming our way while the big confinement is going behind us. And by the time it's gone, we'll be like, what just happened? This was the mural to keep us focused on something that is kind of small. It's like praising a fish for swimming at this point with what Ramaphosa has done with IPID, I feel. Okay, let's refocus. Please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.